Hello, and welcome.
Oh, hello.
Welcome everyone to the Salsa Shack Fall 2022, not 2002, quarterly update. Thank you for joining us this evening. I am Pico de Guile. Joining me this evening is the wonderful mappyman over here.
Thank you, Pico.
Yeah. So, mappyman, before we get started, who the hell are you? What are you doing? What are you doing on the news, man?
I like retro games.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm here to take over scoreboards and speedrun stuffs.
Okay, tell us a little bit more about who you are in the retro community and how you got entangled with this lovely mess of a salsa shack.
Hello, fans. Hello, people. I found this originally through Inubito, who was running Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden, and figured, why not do this silly idea of playing old games that I grew up with very fast. One thing I mentioned, I did the Big 20 recently, and a part of that was, as a kid, I would get low grades on my report card, so I'd have a Nintendo hour. 1 hour. That's it. It's just speed run as fast as possible. You make it to Blaster Master Stage 3, cool. That's as much as you can do in an hour. You play it again the next day, be able to make it to Stage 4. So it just became a thing. So having the Big 20 pull these games that I grew up with was such a nice dip in the retro game pool of, like, you don't beat the game, you're just getting as far as you can in a very short amount of time. It was a Herculean task, to say the least,
No
to
doubt.
go through that and not quit. Not giving up was the hardest part.
Yeah, not the waiting. The waiting was
No.
not the hardest part. It was the not giving up.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to be clear on
Would I do
that.
it again? I would do a Big 10. I would do a medium 10 or maybe a small 5. But the Big 20, a lot of it was games I was very familiar with. And I feel like it called to me because that half of that list was games I still own to this day. And I would probably go for medium 10 or small 5.
Okay.
I always like the Salsa Shack, though. They always come up with the craziest games. The Hello Kitty, the Mermaid, all of these are just simple, quick, easy. Even the Home Alone was 20 minutes with maybe 2 to 3 minutes of actual gameplay. Those I can handle. That's more my speed of. This isn't a commitment that would take me a year to go through.
Would it be fair to say that the Salsa Shack is kind of like the bottom shelf wine on the rack is the real easy, obtainable, it'll get you through the night and it won't cost you much?
I'd say the Kirkland brand of speedrunners. Salsa Shack goes right in that pit.
I'll own it. It'll be perfectly fine.
Excellent.
All right. So were those some of the first events that you joined up? You mentioned Hello Kitty no Hanabataku. I probably butchered that. And Mermaid. Were those some of the ones that you joined in?
Yeah, I think the first was Home Alone, and then just jumped in on the other ones. I actually put some hours into Blue Marlin today. Caught me a 1,000-pound shark. That seems like a nice, gentle. Yeah, the games are RNG straight through. Just from the moment your boat leaves the dock, the RNG kicks in, and you'll hit a marlin or you'll hit nothing. But I feel like this is one I can also jump into.
Well, good. It's almost over. I'm glad you're getting in some weighted fish. It's not too late. It's not too late. But we'll talk about that later. Right now we have some news to catch up on. First off, I want to congratulate every single person that participated on a fantastic SummeRPG or SummeRPG. Now, we had 21 different people participate, and they completed 26 games over the course of summer. So that's the thing that we like to do in the Salsa Shack. Like, over the course of a summer, I mean, of a whole season, there'll be some kind of easily attainable goal, objective, play this genre game or this particular game, and that way it's just you don't have the crunch time because some people's lives are busy and you don't have like 1 month to dedicate to something. So give you an entire season, and over the summer it was SummeRPG, and there's some great games on that list. The graphic has been posted on Twitter and all that. So if you wanted to see more about that,
where'd I go?
There's some. You're still there. You're just behind the great games. But so yeah, congratulations to everyone on a successful SummeRPG. But now we are in fall. So let's talk about the fall quarterly event that's going to be happening over the fall. And let me find this graphic right here. Are you ready for this? I hope you got you took your heart meds, because this is gonna rock your world right here. You ready? Boom!
Wow!
Boom! So what we have coming up here in the fall or the autumn is an autumn shmup event. Shmautumn. Shmautumn. Everyone say it with me. Like, you gotta force this word out your mouth. Shmautumn.
Shmautumn, like shmoot 'em up.
Well, shoot 'em up. It's like it's just I don't know what you call that kind of word, but it just stands for shoot him up. Shmautumn event. So just play a Shmautumn event.
That's a good one. They've got about 18 different boards to reach this national, so
yeah, I mean, all the way from I don't think Galaga is technically considered a shoot 'em up, but
little anime girls on the broomstick, maybe. It's got some kind of cute charm to it. R-type, I would say, is a shmup. Kind of a gentle one.
So I had Ikaruga blasting in people's ears. I'm sorry about that. The volume is death and your voice is low. This would not be a Pico-operated stream without some sort of errors in it. So we've got one under the way. Any guesses on how many there will be before the night's end?
Yeah.
So, the first event encompassing all of fall is Shmautumn. Shmautumn. Fat Shmautumn girls, you make the rockin' world go round. and if you're playing a shoot 'em up and you want to cheer someone, you could say Shmautumn's up.
Shmautumn's up, Pico.
Shmautumn's up, Mappy, and the rest of the Salsa Shack. So look forward to a fantastic Shmautumn.
Pew pew, lasers, pew pew.
Pew pew, pew pew. Okay, and so all of the SummeRPG or SummeRPG and Joggist badges have been dispatched in the Salsa Shack. So if you participated in one of those or either of those two events, Droth, thank you, Droth. Those badges have been set out. There is a bot talk channel in the Salsa Shack. If you're curious as to what badges you have obtained over your span of Salsa Shack time, you can go in there and check them out. They never expire. So even some of our earliest events, SimCity,
Die Hard,
Castlevania, huh?
Even Die Hard,
even December.
December.
They're all there. They're all there. Okay. So, moving on to the next topic. Insert nice transition here. As you are well aware, we are still currently in September. This is the final week of September, which has been dubbed the month of Marlin. And as Mappy said, he's already caught the big tuna. He's got some big fish going on. To the end cap of the month of Marlin is going to be an event that is happening this Thursday evening. Okay, so 9 p.m. Eastern. Oh, hang on. Let me bring up my graphic over here. So 9 p.m. Eastern time on the Salsa Shack channel, there will be a Blue Marlin event. But what makes this a little bit different from other events is that this is not technically a speed run. Okay? So this is going to be more like your traditional just fishing tournament. So there's going to be a 1 hour time limit. All participants are going to start at the same time, and we'll watch them on the screen all at the same time. And the goal is to catch the biggest marlin. It's just like a fishing tournament. So you'll have 1 hour. Blue marlin is a shmup. You'll have 1 hour to catch as many marlin as you can, or try to fill in the gap, get them strengths up to AA, and
chair like this. That's the only way to catch the big ones. You gotta lure back.
You go from this
the only way to do it.
To this position as fast as you can, and that is how you catch the biggest marlin. And so there is some money, cash prizes for this event. If whoever does catch the biggest marlin is coming home with a mystery prize. I don't know if I need to reveal that now, but it's good. It's a good prize. Also, Binks was the only person to get a sub 10 in any percent blue marlin. And so they won the $20 prize for that, and they are generously and kindly donating that to the winner of whoever wins this blue marlin fishing tournament. So, if you've always wanted to hold a giant marlin over your head, now's the time to do it. You can still participate. Again, it's going to be Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We might just be talking to each other like while we're doing it. It's a very casual event. Like, it's all RNG dependent. So, are you going to catch the biggest fish? I don't know. You got an hour you want to throw down for a wonderful prize? Drinking and fishing. That is this is the time. This is the time for that. You don't need total concentration. Go get you some Shiner. Do not go get you some Smirnoff Ice. That was a joke in the chat. I apologize profusely for that. Go get you some Shiner or whatever is your beverage of choice and sit down with the blue marlin. Mappy, what did you think of your experience with the blue marlin?
I was trying for Florida percent. Here I am, born and raised in Florida. I was just trolling those fish, just kind of doing what my grandpappy had on his boat, that little Game Boy kind of fish lure, but nothing anywhere near the what is it, 56 seconds Florida percent.
Yeah, that is insane. In fact, I talked with Ness709, who's one of the record holders. Mm-hmm. Well, former record holder. I think he just got beat out. And he was saying he had maybe close to 500 attempts just on Florida percent to get that perfect RNG in order to get back to the dock with the big fish. So that is, and that's going to carry us all the way through to the end of September, and that will be the end of the month of Marlin, and then those badges will go out towards the end of the month. But there are more good things coming at the end of September, okay? And of course, one of the things that I'm talking about is Ragtoberfest. It comes around.
That theme music it haunts me in my sleep.
It haunts you, or it helps you sleep?
Both.
Okay, because it's kind of a lullaby. So if you ever find yourself talking about Nintendo games with the Retro Runner, do yourself a favor and don't mention Rygar music. he's got a personal distaste against the that kind of opening music that you're talking about. He thinks it's like a baby's lullaby. He doesn't like it. The da 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 da. He doesn't fancy it at all. So just save yourself some breath and talk about a different game when meeting with him. And so all of next week. Oh no, I've covered up Mappy. Mappy, are you still there, buddy? Can you hear me?
Much better.
Behind Pico. Behind Pico is the schedule for the School of Our Ghoul. Now this is designed to help you get your best foot forward as you enter into Ragtoberfest. So it all takes place before October, all this week. Actually, beginning tonight. So right after I finish with this, or right after this stream, the wonderful Pico de Guile will be starting up session 101, Simply Beat the Game. This will help you get familiar with, the map, the game mechanics, what you can do, what you can't do, and just navigating your way around that, okay? And then we're going to have some airwalking tutorials with the wonderful Joe Kerr, and he's going to walk you through any percent. Now, any percent is very trick-heavy. It's complicated. If you are looking for a challenge, look any percent. It's kind of a faster run. It's somewhere around 10 minutes if you're getting started, but it can go all the way down to 5 minutes.
Is there not any love for Bat Boost? Is Bat Boost out? Airwalk is in?
You can Bat Boost.
I'm a Bat Booster.
Okay. Make sure you have the right PRG 05 screw cart. And then on Wednesday, the Professor Retro is going to be taking you through the any percent no wrong warp, which I have heard called the coziest speedrun for the NES. I've heard it called that, and I've played it, and it is very cozy, very cozy. So Professor Retro is going to take you through that on Wednesday. Thursday coming up is the one and only Slackinator, who's going to be escorting you through a damageless speed run.
Damageless himself.
Do what?
Mr. Damageless himself. He just finished
Mr. Damageless himself.
Damageless.
So there are two speedrun categories, two damageless speedrun categories for Rygar. One is 100%, no damage, no glitches. Complete the game, do everything in it, don't get touched. Complete the entire game. There have only been two people insane enough to complete the game that way. Two people. Slackinator's one of them. And if you know your crazy hooligans around here, you might be able to guess the other one. He plays a kazoo a whole heck of a lot. And so he's got the other time. But there is a even more complicated one. It's the any percent where glitches are allowed, and you're glitching through walls. You're kind of in a boss rush. It's insane, but it's also damageless. And then on Friday, to end the School of Our Ghoul, the magician Bird Bass is going to be taking us through the music of our ghoul, kind of teaching us what's happening there, show us how to kind of play it, and he'll be reproducing some of that stuff on screen. So the School of Our Ghoul is going to be a wonderful time. You're going to learn so much. But what I want to bring you right now is the Ragtoberfest 2022 trailer. So you know it happens every single year. It's happening now. Prepare yourselves. Buckle up. Mappyman, I'm not going to go ahead and mute you, so it'll still hear you if you talk. So let's just... Huh? Okay, here comes the trailer.
Let's go.
That's a logo. That's not the trailer. Hang on. Here we go.
The time has come, once again, to fill the month of October with some dadgum Rygar. Prepare yourself for Rygtoberfest 2022, the annual retro gaming phenomenon that's sure to rise and bring comfort like the iconic sun over Argul. To participate, simply help us fill the month of October with Rygar games, music, art, interpretive dance, whatever your warrior heart can come up with or desires. But for those mad enough to live on the Sky Castle's edge, here's a special challenge from the legendary Slackinator.
Listen up, Rygarians. You think you're swift enough to escape the dangers or Lygar unscathed? Then I invite you to join the Damageless family. Complete any Damageless run of Rygar, regardless of the time, and your historic mug will join the Damageless family portrait with myself and Noise Police. Beware, the Rygar road is riddled with run-ripping rolfers, but we'll be there to help you along your way. Take it away, Retrophile.
During the final week of September, we will be assembling the School of Argul, which will teach you everything you need to know to survive this NES gym. This team of ancient sages will live stream a variety of tutorials to aid you in your adventure. If you missed the live stream, fear not. The videos will also be posted to the Salsa Shack's YouTube channel. And if you simply complete NES Rygar during Rygtoberfest, you'll be entered to win a copy of the Complete History of Rygar book and Endora's Sacred Treasure set by author Brian Rigsby. Discussion will be ongoing in the Salsa Shack Discord. We'll see you in the land of Argul for Rygtoberfest 2022.
And that is the Rygtoberfest trailer. Mappyman, I'm sorry I couldn't pull in the audio for you and I to listen to.
I saw some Thriller emotes, so I'd assume some kind of Michael Jackson going on. I'll check it later.
There's only one way to find out, and that's just to go back and watch it. So that trailer will be posted to the Salsa Shack YouTube channel sometime tonight. So you can go back and watch it, and it's a hoot. Do go check out, I just put a link in the chat, do go check out Brian Rigsby and his wonderful books. He's kind enough to offer up a wonderful prize for someone who just completes the game. You don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to be the best airwalker. You don't have to be one of the School of Argul professors. Just beat the game. Just beat the game. And I mean, here in about 35 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to do that. So you got no excuse. Peg Leg Pete, I'm looking at you. Huh? You got no excuse. You too can win that prize. And he's also got some incredible... my arms fell off. He's got some incredible other Nintendo-based books that you are bound to enjoy. And so it's very cool that he's throwing down with us for Rygtoberfest. Yeah. So check out Brian Rigsby. He's got good stuff. I've read the book. I own the book. It is really good. So, yeah, there's some Rygar gameplay. And so, Rygtoberfest is going to occupy the entire month of October, as the trailer just specified. But there is one interruption to Rygtoberfest, okay? And that is going to be on October the 8th. October the 8th is the 30th anniversary of this game right up here in the corner. That game.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Mappy Man, what is your experience with Mortal Kombat?
I recently rewatched the live action movie. Which
one?
The CG did not age well.
Oh, the 90s? The 90s?
I actually took a course. We had a course on video games turned to movies, starting with Mario Brothers, then Double Dragon, then Street Fighter, then Mortal Kombat, and just the way things have gone from we don't know what the hell we're doing, 10 different directors, let's kind of throw things and see what sticks, to Mortal Kombat where they finally got things kind of right. It was also the first bootleg in my high school. Someone sat there at with the camcorder, the VHS, and recorded the whole movie. Next day, the entire high school had that movie on tape. Oh, the video game? Oh, yeah, never played it. It's all right, but it'd be good to go back to that, especially now. What they got? Fightcade? Does Fightcade have Mortal Kombat?
So that is exactly it. If you were around the Salsa Shack for the month of May earlier this year, we had an event called Street Fighter Mayhem, which is every single weekend out of May. Everyone who wanted to participate jumped on Fightcade, and we were all playing. Like, say there were 6 people, 2 people would pair up, 2 other people, and then we'd swap competitors. We just had a Discord call, and it was a lot of fun. And so, to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat, we'll be doing the same thing. We'll jump on Fightcade, we'll have a Discord call, and you're probably going to end up losing to Pico de Gallo.
Yeah.
I am personally a Mortal Kombat fanatic. Well, it's kind of like, you know how there's people that only think that the original Star Wars trilogy is the only Star Wars that exists in the whole universe? I'm like that with Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. And the first movie. And everything else is just kind of bleh. But, so I look forward to a challenge. Bring it on. And that's sure to be a fun night. One night only. We'll figure out if you need help setting up Fightcade, the Salsa Shack is here to help you. If you need help getting the game working,
presentations,
we can help you. With special presentation files. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is the only Mortal Kombat Lick Arcade. Lick Arcade, for shame. I have never banned a person from this chat before, but I'm considering it right now. All right. Thank you, Ceres. Thank you. And so that does it for the month of October. We're going to have Riketoberfest going on the whole month. October 8th is going to be celebrate Mortal Kombat's 30th anniversary. So after October comes November, and boy howdy, do we have a special treat for you for the month of November. Now I'm gonna bring up this game here. I don't know anything about this game right here, but we do have mappyman who can tell you all about it. So take it away, Mr. Mappyman.
Special report on this. So just look at the screenshots. Look at this video screenshot. This looks like something out of Nick Arcade. Just kind of a pop-cap weird game. Okay. So the name of the game is Captain, and our pronunciation is still not verified. What is it? Wait, how do you pronounce it, Pico?
Novolin? Maybe Captain Novolin?
Captain Novolin. So this came out in 1992 as kind of an educational software game. Very sloppy, side-scrolling platformer. It was, do you remember Sean Baby? I'm going back to the 90s here. Like early. Sean Baby rated it 4 out of his worst 20 games. Underground Games Online, worst educational game ever made. The only way you can attack in the game is by jumping. You have a down kick, and that's the only way you can attack. Basically, you have diabetes, and your glucose level is constantly draining, so you gotta eat bananas and milk and get your insulin levels right. And if you touch a donut or something, like you have doctors telling you things, look at this insulin levels. If you want, you can put in a special code that lets you drag it all the way down. There's some history behind this game. This was a $60 game when it came out. 10,000 of them were donated to actual hospitals for kids to play. And I couldn't get past the third stage. The final boss is named Blubberman. I guess he's eating so much sugar intake. The second stage, you're not supposed to eat too much, you go overboard with power-ups. You crouch over and illness. There's boat riding, and then you're dodging cans of soda pop. I don't know, but the record on this, it's a 7-minute game. I feel like with enough speedrunning tactics, we can probably put this on the boards with some ridiculous stunts. I'd never heard about this. I did a little bit of research, and it's enough to say this game was buried for a reason.
So the slowest time of Captain Novolin here, the slowest time on the speedrun.com leaderboard is 10 minutes and 59 seconds, and that was 2 years ago. So I'm wondering if that was kind of a casual run of it, you know? And so anyways, the month is the event is going to be called Novolin November. November also happens to be Diabetes Awareness Month. And so it's a wonderful tie-in, and we were thinking that we could raise awareness for diabetes and support diabetics by, what else, putting a bunch of times on the speedrun.com leaderboard. So whoever it is moderating this board, we want them to be flooded and exhausted with the amount of footage that they are having to review. And they're like, what is going on? And they're going to know. They're going to know about Novolin November and the Salsa Shack. And if we can get the manpower behind it, we would like to have like a legit fundraising event based on Captain Novolin. If you're interested in volunteering for that or helping out in any way, chime in the Salsa Shack Discord, whether it's restreaming or like making graphics or figuring out how to like actually set up a fundraiser. If you're interested in doing that or playing any kind of role, then please chime in, because it would be awesome to make that happen. What a silly way to do something productive and fun. And so that's kind of the heart behind the Salsa Shack in a nutshell. So diabetes, I know, I'm saying November is actually Diabetes Awareness Month. So Novolin November came at a perfect time. If you want to go ahead and get started playing the game, do it. You might need that much time to get adjusted to the jank that mappyman was talking about here.
Definite jank.
The jank is rank and all over the place. So that does it for November. Let's talk about December, the final month of the year. And the first thing that I want to mention is that in RSCW, the RSCW, Retro Super Championship Wrestling, turns two years old on December 21st. And so happy birthday upcoming to the RSCW.
Northern Lights suplex.
There will be much debate and discussion
and
going around
just going
what
after
has
it.
been the match
Fancy was smartly
of the year.
heading to the outside.
And so
but Arn Polly
PLP puts on an amazing show.
saw what was coming.
And funny things happen in the RSCW.
Right hand there.
So it's filled with retro streamers, and he puts them in a ring, and he lets the computer control
Drops
both
him
characters.
right on the
so he's not
steps.
really playing the game. He's sitting back at a desk
No
similar
count
to
out
this
in
one
a
right
false
here,
count
which is
anywhere
absolutely
match.
real.
We'll see wherever this
And,
match takes us. It could go into the crowd.
He commentates
it could
on
go
what's
into the
going
back.
on. And
Who knows?
Some of it is just
Whatever
so
the AI will allow.
ridiculous. When the
Say,
AI,
my character has multiple
Backbreaker
crotch
by Lord
punches.
Fancypuss.
Somewhere in the programming of my character design, that has to be built
Now
into
drops the knee on
the
the back of
code
the head.
somewhere, because I've ended matches on just nut punching and then disqualification. I don't understand the scenes of it, but it's entertaining to watch for sure.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts is, and Chuckles does this a lot. The AI just goes a little bit wonky, and so when he's got you in a corner or something, he'll walk up to you, and he just stares.
The stare.
He just stares.
The death stare is real.
The death stare is real. This clip is going to get not safe for work. There are all kinds of matches. There's PLP versus the irate Mexican going on right there. Lots of folks are represented. The death stare. Yeah, so we're very excited to have RSCW as part of the Salsa Shack, and we're happy to celebrate the RSCW's second birthday. Happy birthday, early birthday to the RSCW. More information
Happy
about
birthday.
that.
Thank you, Pete, for setting that up.
Yeah. Potty mouth announcer. Yep. Very much so. But very, very enjoyable. I don't know what his fascination is with eating hot things that are going to destroy his stomach and toilet later on in the evening, but PLP is down for that, so always a good time over there. Also, in the month of September, overencompassing the Christmas event. And man, I am so excited about this, and I hope that you're excited too. This is what, I mean, other than Reichtoberfest and basically everything else, I've also been looking forward to this.
Home Alone 2.
And it is a question mark, and it is a present. What? So, what is going on over the month of December? Let's see if I can explain this right. Is a secret Santa gift exchange. But instead of giving out physical gifts to everyone, you're going to be learning a game or playing a game casually of the person whose name you drew. So everyone who wants to participate, all those names are going to go into a hat. Not so much different than this hat right here. And then the names, or Mappy's fedora over there. And those names are going to be drawn. And you'll have someone's name, and you're going to have to think about what kind of games do they enjoy? What kind of games would they like to see someone else play? And then we're going to restream the whole event. We'll figure out everyone's schedule. So let's say, mappyman, let's say you drew Pico de Gallo, okay? Make up a game that you would play for that.
Crystalis.
Do you even know me, man?
I know like fishing. I could give you a fishing game of something from my experience that I like that no one likes.
Okay, no. See, that's the thing. You don't play a game that you necessarily like. You think about the other person, and you play a game that they would like. So, you should definitely choose like Rygar, Rescue the Embassy Mission, Russian Attack, or a fishing game. You said a fishing game. That would 100% be perfect. Okay, so
bass fishing.
mappyman goes live. Pico de Gallo has no idea what he's doing, and he's like, oh, this is my reveal, and he plays a fishing game, and Pico's watching the stream, he's like, oh, he's playing a fishing game, that's great. When Mappy's done, he raids the next person in line. Let's say that's Pico de Gallo. I'm thinking, Mappyman, what is he like? He's a big achievement hunter, okay? So I've never played RetroArch a day in my life, but I'm doing it today, and I'm getting some achievements because it's the thing that Mappyman would do, and in that way, it's kind of a gift. It's like an homage to the man, or the person who is Mappyman right over here. And so that's basically the idea of the Secret Santa gift exchange. And so it could potentially put you way out of your comfort zone. But the thing is, you're trying to make someone else smile by what you're doing on stream, like what you're playing, even if you're failing at it. You know, you put 10 minutes into Russian Attack and you're doing nothing but dying all over the place. Like, it could still be a good time, you know? And so it'll be a bit of a, like, we feature this streamer doing their gifts, we feature this streamer doing their gifts, and then this streamer, and it'll go on and on and on and on and on for as many people as we have sign up. And so there will be a discussion on that in the Salsa Shack Discord. The Secret Santa event I am so excited about that. I love Arn Pauly to death. I am scared to draw his name because I don't know how much Dragon Warrior I can play through. but that's the thing. It's all in good fun. It'll be a good time. That is the Secret Santa event coming up in December. And folks, that's going to take us all the way into the end of the year.
Wow.
That is all the events from now until the end of 2022. So all of this will be posted again in the Salsa Shack Discord if you happen to miss any of it, if you have any questions about it, if you're just excited to get started. Now that the word is out, those channels are going to be created in the Salsa Shack Discord, and you can go ahead and start weighing in on that. But I think that does it for our quarterly update. No more events to detail, but I would like to profusely thank Mr. Mappyman right over here for offering his time, his skill, and maybe most of all for enduring some Captain Novolin for the sake of being able...
All 30 minutes that I committed into this horrible...
Well, maybe come November,
title.
we will all appreciate that 30 minutes a whole lot more when we're only able to play it for 5 minutes at a time. It's like, how did he do half an hour of Captain Novolin? So, all right. I guess that does it for, the quarterly update. Here in about 18 minutes, one Pico de Gallo will be live streaming Rygar and take you completely through that. But he is not live at the moment, so we're not going to be raiding him. Where we can go is... Oh, I know where to go. So thank you all for joining in on the fun and enduring this, the first live Salsa Shack quarterly update. It was a hoot. And this video will reappear on the Salsa Shack YouTube channel. You can check that out, revisit it, as will the Riketoberfest trailer. I think that's it for me. Mr. Mappyman, do you have anything left to say?
No, thanks for having me, Pico. This was great.
Heck yeah,
Ready
man.
to get back into the games. After Big 20, I told myself I'd take a break, but ready to get back in. Go fishing.
Back in. Okay.
My fishing lure's going.
Well, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you in the Salsa Shack and to have you in this quarterly update. The Salsa Shack is better for having you in it, and appreciate all the fun and insanity that you and your banana suit, I almost said hammock, but your banana suit brings to the table. And I think
Thank you.
I probably need to go ahead and get this raid going before I say anything else that I might regret. So thank you guys for tuning in. This is Pico de Gallo and Mappyman signing off.